All right, guys. A couple of my friends I play a game with online. They kind of wonder what kind of boat I have. So um, it's not too big, good size. It's a Bayliner. That's the brand right here. It's a pretty decent size for me because I can take this anywhere to any lake. So the engine is the Cruiser. The engine actually inside the boat underneath this cup holder here, and the spinner is out here. The propeller is out here. Some people never have boat before, and they might want to get one. I just don't want to talk too much, but just a little bit. The most dangerous things about a boat is, you see down here, you see that little bolt right there? That's the drain. You have to make sure that it's closed tight before you go in the water. Because without that drain, you go in the water is gonna go into the boat real quick, and it's gonna put you in danger. So make sure that's tight. And when you come out water, you want to unplug that before you drag it home, so all the water, goes out. A boat like this, I can't really start and place like this. It has to be in the water because we don't have antifreeze like cars. So it's bad for your motor if you start up like this. So what happened is, when you start your boat, this thing right here, it's got on the other side too, suck up the water into the tubes and then cool down the engines. That's how it works. So we have a little diving board in the back here, like a foot long, maybe a little bit longer, I'm not sure. So the inside, it's got a couple of seats, one there, one there. The seat on the other side supposed to look like this, back to back, but we replaced it with a fishing seat, so it will be easier. So the engines are actually under here, under this blue thing here. I have to take it off. It's just a cover. So this thing spins around. It's nice to sit there fishing. We built all this little black thing here around the boat, just to hold like a fishing pole. When you don't want to hold it anymore, you just stick it to here. It sits here. And then up here is good seat for 3 or 4 little kids up here, or 2 adult, maybe 3 for sure. This thing opens up to get up there, unless you want to crawl under. This is my remote for that anchor up here. So this boat does go quite fast. Probably not the fastest, but quite fast. It can actually get up to 60 miles per hour. The one gauge on the left is my RPM. The one on the right is my mile per hour. So it's quite fast. And then that's fish finder. This is the stereo in here. It's hitting. And one thing with a boat is that before you start your boat, especially a boat like this, you have to turn on the blower. As you can read, it could explode. So this is your blower. you want to turn this on for at least, if you're in a rush, at least 2 minutes for sure. But otherwise, you want to wait for like a good 4 to 5 minutes, like what it says right there. So if I turn it on, you hear it. It's like a fan blowing in the back. It clears out all that fuel that's stuck in the back or whatever it is. So this is the horn. Okay, boats are really similar to motorcycles. And a cold day, or you haven't started your boat for days, before you start it up, there's a switch down here. You have to hit it to run. Then you push this button right here down like this. I already push it because I only got one hand. It takes 2 hands to do this. Your left hand's gonna be pushing this button, and then there's a trigger up here. It's like you're driving a car. You have to push this little button down to be able to shift to a neutral or drive or this and that. So basically, before you can, this usually stays straight up right here like the neutral, but it's not neutral. Now it's in neutral. You push this button and you push this forward, that becomes neutral, and then you have to pump it. You have to pump it just like this, just like that, back and forth, and then bring it back to right here. Okay, now straight up right here, and then you turn the keys, and that's how you start it. But then when you're ready to go, if you shift this back, once the boat started, you shift this thing back, just bring it up to where this button right here will pop out. Okay, now it's ready to go. So if you push forward now, it goes forward. If you push this back, it goes back. Reverse. Nowadays, the law recommend people to have this in the boat and have this tied to one of their pants or short or whatever you want to call it. Just hook it up. This is for a safety feature. If you go too fast and you happen to fall or something happened to you, you will pull the wire, and then this thing will hit. You will pull it off just like this. And shut off the boat automatically. It's just a safety feature. Yeah, I haven't took this boat out since I went to Cali, so I brought it out today. Thinking about hitting the water later. But boat like this, you don't want to start while you're out here dry land like this. You have to be in the water. Like I said, it doesn't have antifreeze, so you will hurt the engine and probably damage it. Engine costs you thousands of dollars. So we do have a little stair here, and when you're in the lake, you can climb back up. This thing just hook on like that, and then push it in like this. Just like that. Like I said, it's a good sized boat. Not too big and not too small. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Any questions, you can talk to me when I'm live streaming or ask me a question.